And I wouldn't also
We
be
do.
surprised for an Osa or a Nook ban here.
Yeah, no, that we see a lot, especially when playing on like the top floor objectives. We see her like kind of come around the kitchen and just move her way up, and that's what really does the trick.
Yeah, Dokkaebi. Not a bad. I have seen that one quite a lot. Dokkaebi is quite a powerful powerful operator. Sorry. Just purely because of how much intel she can grab, and she's
Hmm.
been meta recently a lot. But hmm, I'm surprised there's not a Nook ban. I've seen Nook bans quite a lot. But let's see if we're gonna get. Oh, Asami, not too bad.
I mean, piano,
Yeah,
just
that's
the
all you
only
can say.
word you need to know.
Yeah. No, I do think Azami's a strong ban. I mean, I'm surprised I've yet to see the new operator Fenrod, is it, get banned? But to be fair, we are playing a map where I don't really think she's too useful. But Castle can be a pretty decent ban with how the defense play it a lot of time, but we'll see how it works out for them.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be interesting, and to see as well that Solus is not banned. Especially there's a lot of droning going on this map when you're clearing the top floor and kind of working your way down to that kitchen. And I'm surprised not to see a Solus either. I'll admit, since she was released, I've only casted 2 games where she's not been banned, and I've casted a lot of games.
Fair enough.
So yeah, interesting to see. So we're still missing one player. I guess they've disconnected
Yeah, we're gonna have a small technical
skins of
timeout
it.
for these guys. Oh, what's going on? Oh, we got another player leaving. Yeah, so we're gonna have a small technical timeout with Ubisoft issues um, still going on. I mean, it's the start of a new season, and what can you say about it? I mean, Ubisoft's always got to do something. But I understand
Oh yeah,
it's coding a game's quite hard. I've tried.
they've got to keep you on your toes. Like it can't be perfect for 8 years. So yeah, a bit of
Yeah,
blame, but not quite. I do see a Fenrir being
we
brought.
we are bringing a Fenrir here in the lineup for Astony, which I'm not surprised. I mean, I did earlier say she's not really the best operative of this map, but you can use her in certain ways. Um, and I personally think the best map for this operator's theme park because of how tight the hallways are. And
Yeah, yeah, and it's already dark as it is, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. I wonder how they're going to use it here, but let's see how next Destiny play around it.
Yeah. See,
Uh,
um, is your game in 4x3?
oh yes, it is. Thank you.
Yeah, try and put in 16. It's fine. I could
Oh,
never play in. I like my game to be pretty, so I put it by 16:9, and that means that I do sometimes miss my shots. But
I mean, I love playing 4x3. I mean, I usually have a funny little thing I play with is 4x3 1920 by 1440. 1920 by 1440 is what
yeah.
CSGO runs for 4x3,
Oh, okay.
which stretches it out even more. But I have noticed with my missing shots because the burger heads just don't look the same. It squishes down the heads too much. But honestly, I cannot wait to see this Fenrir play.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I mean, I've literally seen him about twice in a casual because we're going casual recruits for the new season, and yeah, that shit hits pretty hard.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, you're losing your visibility, you're losing quite a bit of sound with the coughing that your character makes, and it's like, what's going on? How do I work this?
Yeah, I wonder if they'll bring an operator next with some sort of mask, that will just not. It'd be interesting to have, like, for example, a thinker not having any breathing issues because she's wearing a mask. But
I actually haven't seen this tested, but do you reckon maybe if Finka, if she stims, she can counter it?
I think I've seen that if she stims, she counters it as in it gives you more kind of visibility, so you gain like an extra meter or so, but you're still affected by it. But I
Yeah,
think it does give you a bit more leeway, definitely.
yeah, no, It's a thing that would have to. It's a thing that would have to be, I mean, maybe even we might see an operator that's specifically accounted to Fenrir
Defenders,
next time.
protect your bombs from being
Who
defused by
knows?
attackers.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Oh, we decided to bring a. That's an interesting choice of attackers.
Yeah, I mean, the attacking lineup's quite interesting.
Bomb located by attackers.
It's a fairly, I wouldn't say aggressive. It's like kind of in between. It's not too passive, but it's also not too an aggressive lineup. We've got the Lion and the Yana going on the more aggressive roles, and then you've got the Ace and the Gridlock to go on the passive roles, and the flexible Sledge, really.
10 seconds to go.
Obviously, nades are very limited this season, so you kind of want to bring as many nades as possible. With the defender lineup,
Attackers objective
feels
is
quite
defuse
aggressive.
the bomb.
With the Fenrir, the what's it called, the Wamai, you got the Warden. Feels like quite an aggressive lineup.
Yeah, and that means that if you do take these nades, you don't have to take the claymores, for example, and that's what your Gridlock's here for, because it will at least give you sound, if not be able to block some of the entries. And nearly everyone attacked from the same kind of spawn point, and it's quite classic to take.
Yeah, no, a lot of the attacks seem to come from the same, part of the map, which, isn't a surprise. I mean, it is the most popular attack, but you also do have the cocktail side of the map, which is usually quite attackable, but not a lot of teams seem to like going for it.
Yeah, so I guess it depends on the map. Maybe we'll see on the other sites, but I do see a lot of teams have these one-dimensional plays. What we're saying, all attacking from the same spot. Gives you great firepower, but maybe you're a bit too expected. So it's definitely a trade-off. Ooh.
Well, we might see a pick there, but there goes Ryan from a C4 from below from Mozzie, and there goes the first pick of the round. That's your entry gone, that's your nades gone, but I think we've dealt with, we've got another gunfight happening on to the Mozzie again. But nothing taken from it, just a bit of damage. Shield is gone though, so the nades, I think the nades were used. There goes another ping from Kutsan to Scars, and well, what a start for Astony here.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, and we still have that pressure from under. Obviously, we've not gone rid of that player, they've not peaked too much. And we're a bit stuck here. If Aero doesn't get support, it might be a bit...
We see the Fenrir in action there, and there goes another pick. Oh, sorry, there goes a pick on... there goes next Destiny's first pick onto Astony. But Astony are a 2v4 advantage right now, and this is very dangerous. It's all up to Aero and Dumb. Dumb, please.
Yeah, we need to be careful because I think someone's creeping up the red, and if there's no claymore...
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
We are seeing the Warden going some big damage. Wow. That was, well, that's just lack of awareness there. It's a 3v1. All up to Dumb, please here. And there goes Blues. Finish off the round.
Yeah, I think they've just not been effective enough in their attack, not being able to clear that player. Now we do know there's a player kind of roaming, and we'll be able to go chase them. But yeah, what do you think about that first one?
I mean, that first round was very one-sided to Astony there. The 3 picks early, and they just pretty much controlled the entire round. I do feel like next Destiny struggled a bit after they cleared that shield. They struggled to clear the players, and it does feel like
need to locate and defuse
Astony are a very aggressive team.
Yeah, it's true.
We are going to see the kitchen side now. No Fenrir brought this time, but we are bringing Valkyrie and a Thorn, which. Valkyrie is a pick, you see quite a lot, but not really the Thorn. I don't see the Thorn much.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting operator. I think it's one that will couple great with Fenrir, if played. Well,
10 seconds
not
left
taking
before
it on this
insertion.
occasion. But, yeah, I think it's a great operator for, that kind of late rounds. We've got a Russian objective and we get killed. But apart from that, you can dodge them pretty easily.
Yeah,
So,
I do agree. Another operator another operator combat I haven't really seen is the Lucy with the Fenrir. Oh, there goes a
Yeah.
spawn peek from Blacksting.
Ooh,
I can't pronounce his name. He
Spain.
tries it again, but that's your gridlock off the board. And there goes your flank watch.
Swapping mag.
yeah,
Again,
that's always like it. Yeah.
Reload.
Sorry. Again, a really aggressive playstyle from these guys. We're going to see a bit of a jackal brought here to speed up his run clear, I guess. But let's see how that works for them, because they do have to deal with Blacksting on the piano.
Yeah, come back up. You will be droned, but we've seen him peek, and what was interesting as well is that his spawn killed and he stayed there. He didn't just take his free kill. He decided to
Try go for
keep
another one.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really see that often. Most of the time, what you see is, oh, there goes another. He gets another, and that's 2 for him this round. What a round from him, and there goes Blues grabbing Rayon, and that again, we're in a 2v5 situation. And there goes another one from Kutsan to Arrow. Sorry, I cut you off there, but wow.
I think he cut his head off. That's what happened, and now you've got Lemsley on his own. Probably gonna just have to time waste, and whilst we discuss what we've been doing wrong, because there's a third defense. What we're gonna do? We're gonna have to be better with the run clear on that top floor if we want a chance to that third objective.
I mean, it's been a struggle for Next Destiny so far, with the pure aggression that Astony are applying. They are just wonderful on this. Blacksting getting those early picks, allowing his team to just breathe, and then the rest of them just, follow up on it. That's just, it's unbelievable what they're doing right now. Like, Next Destiny have a lot to work on with this, and I hope they can, I hope they can readjust. Because otherwise it's going to be a very one-sided game.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. They are in defense. I'll give them that. But with the aggression, they've just been able to catch them off guard quite clearly. We do expect probably a 3-3 at the side
15
swap,
seconds left.
I'd say, on this map.
Yeah, I mean,
So
that's what I would expect, but at this time and
10
point,
seconds to go.
it doesn't really seem like, Next Destiny are keeping up.
5 seconds to go.
Maybe this quick timeout that they just did, maybe that will help them.
Yeah, I mean, that's the interesting thing, is that we do decide to talk about our next round. We know that one's lost, instead of sending that player and him getting just killed in 20 seconds. So we can use that time to talk about how are we going to attack Fireplace, for example, or Reading, which is more common.
Yeah, and we are going to go to Reading and Fireplace now. So let's see what they can make adjustment-wise, because obviously the aggression from Astony, as we said, as I've said multiple times now, is controlling the entire map, and it's controlling Next Destiny's pushes. So
Attackers need to
let's see what
locate
they
and
adjust.
defuse as many bombs as they can.
Now we are going to see the good old mirror brawl. A lovely operator. I'm not really a big fan of it. I don't know about you, but I'm not really a big fan of the mirror here.
The mirror here, not really either, but I guess it gives you that view. It's that, again, I think late rounds, they're planting on A because B has been misread big time, and so we're able to counter it. But the mirror upstairs can be useful. It's not necessary, but it can be useful.
10
I
seconds
think
left before
mirror can
insertion.
just sit on objective and have, all the information denial that we have from Mozzie and Mute, and then all the feed as well coming in from Oostens. Yeah, I think they've got a good strat here, and we'll have to try and counter that.
Yeah, I mean, you see, we are bringing a bit of a different lineup on the attack with the Nomad instead of the Gridlock. We're bringing the Capitao now and the Buck. So it's a very different lineup from what we've had previously. Oh, sorry, we are bringing the Lion. We're bringing, I don't remember what other up we had. But yeah, we're bringing the Capitao, and I personally love the Capitao. I think it's a great operator, and oh wow, there goes a kill from Blacksting onto Jelly.
And do you know
Oh,
what?
what
That
a
was,
C4.
that was what I was about to mention. There's 4 C4s
Oh yeah,
on their team.
they are running a lot of C4s here, so we are going to see a very C4 heavy game. Let's see how many we can count this game. Shall we? This round. Gonna be a funny round,
Round
but
3, I think we've seen. I think it's the first one actually.
yeah, we've seen one. They've still got what, 2 more on the board? Yeah, sorry, yeah, 3 more on the board. And there goes a kill from Dumpster into Blues, and here comes the action. And well, next Destiny but biting back here. Very quick.
I mean, not a lot of drones again. A lot of face checking. I mean, we did lose some drones to the Mozzie, but still, I don't know if we have
We're
that.
gonna see another no C4. Oh, there goes a kill from Ducky onto Dumply, and that's a mouthful of words. But there goes your. Oh, you've got 1 more C4 left. But we have taken the control, and it seems like a much better round for next Destiny this time.
Yeah, still, I mean, we do have a very low error, and they're only 3v4, so 2v4, here you go. But it is better. They've been able to push them back, and that's something we've not seen.
Oh, there goes there's one. There's a bite back from next Destiny. There's another from Scars, and it's a 2v2 now, and it's getting spicy. I do like how next Destiny have adjusted here, but they are wasting a lot of time on the top floor now. They got 30 seconds on the clock, and they still have yet to find out where this mute is.
Yeah, well, they can't really drop white. That would be problematic.
Attackers have located a bomb.
White drop. Oh, we are just gonna go straight for the plant here. How are we gonna react from that? Oh, Mozzie's just in bed right now, and there's mute in the laundry. What's it called? Revan chasing him, but he cannot find the kill. Putza finishes the round off for Asto here, and I think next Destiny are catching on. I think they can bring this back.
Yeah, especially when I go in defense, I think we'll see another. Another face, I guess, from them. Do you know who's overtime defense?
No, it's random. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's random.
Oh, it's randomized. Okay.
Yeah. But do you reckon this could go to overtime? I mean, I'm feeling for it. If next Destiny can work this aggression, I mean, as we've seen, Astony are well quite aggressive, quite peek this, peek that type of style. We are seeing next Destiny work on that. In that last round they showed it. They managed to bring it back to a 2v2, but they just couldn't figure it out in the 30 seconds they had left. But we are going to see a slight change to the defenders here. We are seeing the Solus on board this time. I don't really see the point of it right now. So far from what we've seen, next Destiny don't really rely on their drones as much, but I guess this Lion's been being pecky, and well, Lion's gadget is spottable using the Solus.
Well, they've been denied. I've seen quite a few drones being denied
Objective is to locate a bomb and defuse
by Asto, and what's good to see is that, well, they're able to win their 1v1s quite clearly. So if they can get rid of these drones, it's easier for them. Whether it will go in overtime, I can't quite tell you. It will really depend how MD defends on their 6 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be definitely a fight for it, and you're gonna see again the same lineup as we had previously, just the ace instead of the buck, which is a slight change up to the lineup. I wonder why they decided to change up the gridlock for the Nomad here.
Yeah.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, I mean, I personally would rather the gridlock over Nomad. I'm not really a big fan of the Nomad. They are also bringing the Capita, which is an amazing operator, so you can't lie. Fire darts, the flame darts, and the quick control that they're having here now. I mean, look at it. That fire dart, that smoke dart really helped them there. And they've taken all the control, but there goes the C4, there goes Dumply getting a pick, there goes Oost getting a pick, And everything's going down, and I can't even move. I can't even think fast enough for that one. That's 4 kills for, well, 2 for each side in a matter of seconds, and there goes another, well, you could see another one there from Ducky, but Ducky just does a load of damage onto Nomad here. And we are seeing next Destiny get a bit more aggressive here. There goes a kill from Laxing onto Jelly, and let's see how they can recuperate from this. Much more aggressive push this time, but I wonder how this works out for them. Oh, there goes another.
Great position.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's the round over. How is? Oh my god! I don't even know. This man's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just very aggressive. I mean, it is a weird positional play. It's not something you'd expect from the like in the attack. So obviously you get caught off guard, I'd say, on this one. But it just makes it 4-0, and 4-0 is a big score to go into. We'll see if they can make it 5, or if they do make it 6, it might be really hard for another team to come back. Obviously, it's not impossible, but next Destiny
Attackers
need
need to
to
locate
get
and
these
defuse
next
as many
2
bombs as they can.
attacks.
Yeah, no, next Destiny really need these 2 rounds if they want to get themselves back into the game. Because, well, as we know, if they don't, it's going to be 6-0, and all Asto need is 1 round. We are going back to Kitchen here, which, well, so far Asto have been flawless on every one of these sites. Let's see how, well, hopefully next Destiny can adjust this and they can work their Astro's aggression in their favor.
10 seconds to
Because
go.
I mean, the big thing about Astro's aggression is
5 seconds remaining.
they aren't really relying on trades. They're more relying on the fact that
Attackers
they can
objective
win
is
their
to locate
ones.
a bomb and defuse it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was going to say that's been the best site as of yet, because we're in a 2v5. They didn't even take top floor, so top floor control has been great from the Fawn and the Valkyrie. We're going to see what they do now. What would you do? Would you actually go attack that top floor, or would you just try to go sites, bakery, maybe straight away?
See, personally, oh, that's a quick drop by Jelly, and that's Blue's dead off the board. Wow, that is just, what are you doing? Man, what is going on? Okay, next Destiny are really applying their aggression now. They really said, you know what, we're having it. But yeah, as I was saying, personally, I wouldn't really go for the top floor just because of the pure aggression that the defense is having. But that's just personally me. We are seeing a much more aggressive play, much more aggressive push, much faster. Oh, he doesn't check White. White was in drone. Laxing gets a kill, almost gets traded back, but doesn't happen. And well, it's equal man count, but as I said, it's a much faster play push from next Destiny.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's a great play because now we do have control. We've only lost 1 player, which is Jackal, which is not that important to the setup, I guess. And yeah, much more aggressive play, but aggressive play that is guided by drones. So that's what we want to see. We get that information and we push these players.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing they've been struggling on through this game. And oh, there goes Kutsa onto Jelly, and well, that's your buck off the board, and that's your vertical. But yeah, as we were saying, they are utilizing their drones. They're actually working together as a team, and most of the time we're getting trades. But Laxing getting a kill onto Dumply, and well, we're back into that 2v3 situation. It's a much better round from next Destiny this time. It's just the time is really low.
Yeah, and I think it's the fact that they're losing their 1v1s. They're quite good at trading next Destiny, but they just lose their 1v1s. Unfortunately today.
Yeah, I mean they are losing their ones, and Astony's very aggressive, but I don't know. It's just we're not really applying enough fast-paced pressure for Astony to crumble. You know, we're waiting. We've got low time on the clock, and there goes Scars onto Oots, and Aero getting down by Kutsa. Scars gonna kill onto Laxing, and it's a 1v1. Scars versus Kutsa. Scars is going for the kill here, but can he find it? And yes, he does! Scars wins next Destiny their first round. of the game. Finally,
Yeah,
they are
probably.
getting back on their feet.
Yeah, that's really interesting because he could have gone to just pick up his mate, try and plant, and try and cover that plant. But no, he decided to keep the pressure on and go get that kill, which he did.
And
So yeah, great play.
yeah, I mean that was a great play from Scars there, winning their first round. And let's see if they can grab another one, which they crucially need to. Well, they crucially need to make this game work.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
With
bombs.
the 4 points down, and the defense being the stronger side of the map, which would give them quite much more of an advantage. But we are going back to the same site of Kitchen, and the same lineups for both teams here with the Thorn, the Mute, the Jaeger, the Valkyrie and the Aruni, and then on the attack we've got the Lion, Bun, Ace, Jackal, and IQ. Which, speaking of IQ, I haven't really seen the IQ played much either. It hasn't been often played much, but with the Valk being on the board,
5 seconds
it's
left.
been very useful for next Destiny.
Yeah, in that,
Attackers'
Mozzie
objective is to
got obviously
locate a
the
bomb and
mute
defuse
jammers as well. So there's a lot of utility that you can spot and destroy with that IQ, and you can see that it's a clear. They didn't take in the first few rounds. It's clearly to counter that information denial from Asto.
Yeah,
From the whole team.
from the whole team. But we are seeing a slight change up in the push for next Destiny. They are going for more of a freezer side take, which, well, they weren't going for previously, but this may be what they've seen as a team. This may work for them and allow them to catch this round.
Yeah, that's great because they've got control of that dining room, so they can open with no pressure, and that's open onto site. Now we can start attacking, and we know we've been able to win that first site, so we'll be able to get rid of that person in freezer.
Ooh, that's Blue's getting a pick. Who's getting a pick? Laxton getting a pick, and well, that attack fell apart really quickly. I don't even know what happened there. They had the information, they had the guy on white, and that Rayon gets a pick onto Laxting, but we still got nothing else. But Jelly and Rayon getting a pick onto Blues and Oots, and it's a 2v2 now. They really have brought it back. I ate my words there. I was just saying that their attack fell apart, but they have brought it back. And yeah, as you're saying, Ducky's taken a lot of damage, so in reality, it's more of a 2v1 really, unless Ducky can bring some magic into the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got a weapon in his hand, and it only takes one bullet to get killed, doesn't it? So, yeah, still a 2v2, maybe a 1.5v2, we'll say. But I think their attack fell apart at the start because, well, we had that aggression, getting onto site, getting opening, getting the early peaks, but as we bring it into 2v1, we're just not able to... Is he going to explode? Yes, he is.
I was so curious about that one. He didn't know where the charge was, and well, that was unfortunate for next Astony Esports. They could not cash that round, but they got very close, and they seem to be taking the mistakes of Astony here. But it's a 5-1 split. You're not in a match point threat just yet, but you are one round away from being in match point threat here, and this defense is everything for next Destiny here. Because if they cannot bring it back here, well,
attackers need to locate and
it won't be.
defuse
The game won't last too long.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think so. Yeah, I was saying like their defense fell apart because but simply because they had a great play, but they were maybe missing a nomad. And it's the players that came back from Blue Stairs, that came back from that new staircase, no idea how it's called, that were able to get easy peaks.
Yeah, no, I do agree. They weren't able to deny the peeking from Asto there onto the brown and white stairs. They had the info on it, but it's just the fact that it only lasts 5 seconds. Information only lasts 5 seconds in the game.
Attackers must locate
And once that information is gone, it's gone, and you got to try and find it again. But unfortunately, they couldn't find it. We are going to see a fairly aggressive lineup as we've seen as this game's been progressing so far. You know, Astony Academy have been very aggressive, and we are seeing the Ying, seeing more of the Ash and the Yana here, and you know that flex sledge operator pick, and you know you got the
Attackers have
support
located a bomb.
Ace. But I wonder how they're going to go here, and well, as we can see, they are going for. Oh, there goes a kill from Scars onto Kudza. That's a C4 pick. But yeah, as I was going to say, we are going to see more of a cocktail side take over the piano. And there goes a kill from Ducky onto Gumsley. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right and not butchering it. But yeah, I mean, equal trades right now. But again, I don't think Astony are bringing as much aggression into this round as they were previously.
Yeah, I agree here. The Ash is not able to do much. If she does drop, I think she'll be collected. So we'll see. And yeah, we didn't decide to push in the end.
Yeah, I mean,
Attackers
see
dropped
the
the
push.
diffuser.
They were trying to go for a cocktail push here, but they
Attackers
seem to have
recovered the
stalled.
diffuser.
And oh, we might see a skylight drop. Yeah, they seem to have stalled it purely because of the fact that, well, I think it's the pulse that they saw. The fact that the enemy team had a pulse, and they wanted to deal with that, or they wanted to try and apply a different style push. But again, Astony seem to be stalling here right now, and well, next Destiny is sitting quietly.
Yeah, I think they're just ready to be collected because Next Destiny is just under with 2 C4s. Bear in mind one of them is a pulse. So we can deny a default plant, we can deny the repel if the ace decides to go in. So we'll have to stay alive here. Ooh.
And Oost gets the pick, and that's one of your C4s gone. Yeah, that is one of your active C4s gone. There goes your mute from Laxting. And we are going to see an entry onto site here. Ying's on site. The Ying Candelas are going off. The plant's coming down. There's only one C4 left, and Jelly can't get the plant down, but Rayon gets a kill onto Laxting. Pulse is trying to walk up the white stairs, but he can't. And well, Blues gets the final kill there, and that round was, well, I don't even know, chaotic. The last few seconds they were very chaotic. I couldn't even speak fast enough. But well, I was saying they didn't bring aggression, but they clearly are. They might not be doing it as quickly as they were on the defenses, but they're still very aggressive.
Yeah, 100% agree here. And yeah, I really thought they were going to get collected with these C4, and it's again that aggression to go get these last few players under. That opens up the sights for them, opens up the plant, because that Valkyrie would have just C4'd that window.
Attackers need to
That's 2
locate
player
and
gone,
defuse bombs.
so they'll repel at the same time.
Yeah, I mean,
So, yeah.
it was a wonderful round from Astony there. Wonderful adjusting, if I can speak English. But I don't know. I mean, the pulse. I see the pulse pick, but it's not. They didn't really utilize it that round. They couldn't utilize it because of the way Astony pushed. How do you think this last round's gonna go?
I don't know, because we do decide to go upstairs again. We do still have the option of the C4. What I personally like to do is pre-place a C4 under the new hatch, because you do see a lot of traffic coming from there. But I don't know how this last round would go, and we can't really be aggressive with spawn peaks because we're in a match point situation.
Yeah, I
think
mean,
we just have to stall them as much as possible.
yeah, I mean, stalling would work. And as we saw, Astony did stall up a bit there, but they were trying to find that opening. And really, there was no pressure coming out of Next Destiny. But we do see the Pulse going for a jump out onto the Nook, and that's one pick for Next Destiny. That's their first early pick. Well, that's their early pick for this round. But Oost gets a trade onto Scars, not a direct trade, but we're still trading it off. We are seeing a lot of pressure from below this time, and I think they might go for a similar idea. Those pings are there goes your pulse. There's constant pings, that drone. We do see a player trying to get a trade, Arrow trying to work a trade here, but you can't find anything. And again, see, there's as much as they did loot out, Rayon gets another trade onto Blues, and it's a 3v3 situation now. But as I was saying, we didn't see as we're still seeing. Well, I can't speak today for some reason. We are going to see some nades below, but we were seeing a bit of aggression from the start of
Attackers have recovered
next
the
Destiny.
diffuser.
Sorry, next Destiny on the jump out there onto the Nook, but that got traded not long after, and well, it's a 3v3 situation now, and we are trying to work it, but unfortunately, no floor bang for Dumpsley here. How do you think the rest of this round's gonna go for next Destiny? I mean, speaking of it,
Well-
Arrow gets in pick onto Oost. Sorry.
Well, the two Astony players were quite low, and Ooster's just fallen down. We still have a good hold of that top floor, so I do think that next Destiny is going to be able to hold that one. But yeah, you never know. There's still potential here. We can't be pushing. We can't be giving them this away. And we know that there's someone piano as well. We can't be doing that. Next Destiny need to hold their fort, not move. We do have the information on the shield, so we know there's a player coming in. Oh.
I mean, they go both your Ash chargers to the ADSs, and I mean that's the power of Jaeger. Oh, that was a close one. But yeah, you know, next Destiny is struggling right now. I mean, they do still have the player in piano, which will not be taken just yet. But we are in sight. Mute taking what's it called? Yeah, Mute taking the pick onto Buck, and it's a 1v2. Make it a 1v1, and it's just Laxting versus Arrow. Let's. Oh my! The pressure's on.
5 seconds
He
remaining.
knows where he is. Can he win this? And he does. Yes, he does take the pick. And that's GG's. Astony Academy. I'm having. Oh my god, I'm thinking about the wrong teams. Astony taking the game 7-1. Oh wow. No, that was